Public safety, and I know you both may have addressed this briefly, but the specific question is, public safety is an important issue for any city. With our police department being challenged to keep their staffing levels at a level that ensures the safety of Chandler citizens, how do you plan on ensuring we maintain our safe city status?
Well, the first thing we need to do is hire. Currently, our police force is lower than it was in 2008. We have 334 officers, and I'm excited that we're getting 3 more in. The city has currently allowed for 15 to be coming in to fill those vacancies, with 25 for the future. But we need more than that. Our police force has asked for more than 83 positions, but I believe that number is low. We need sworn officers that can protect our city. One concern I have is that 84 of our officers are vested in retirement and could leave. We can't wait for them to retire to begin the hiring process. We need to make sure that we're hiring on a consistent, regular basis so that those officers are prepared and trained to take on those roles. One concern I have as well is that while we have enough officers to make a patrol complement, we don't have enough officers to staff task force. For example, we have had to get rid of our DARE program, which means no officers are going into our youth to get to know them and to introduce them to our police. We've also gotten rid of the police officers that ride motorcycles in the school zones to make sure our children are safe coming to and from school. Another example of where we need to make some change, our Internet Crimes Division has 1 officer to protect all of our children against internet crimes. We need to be staffing that department with at least 5. And so we need to be looking for ways to increase our force, not just have enough officers to patrol the streets, but enough officers to protect all of our citizens and make sure that as we grow, our police force is growing with us as well.
Thank you. Rebuttal of Ms. Jones or answer to the question?
I'll just answer the question.
Okay,
Thank you.
2 minutes.
Thank you. So I went back and looked, and in 2013, Chandler was rated as the 13th safest city in the United States. And the same accolades were 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and we were rated as the 23rd safest city in America last year. So that's to say we have a very safe city, and that's part of the secret of why people are attracted to Chandler. Notwithstanding, we continue to be facing the same issue and problem that cities around Arizona and around the nation are in terms of hiring and retention of our police officers. We continue, as I mentioned earlier, we will offer more incentives. We're now offering an additional $5,000 if a lateral officer will move to Chandler from outside the county. We'll add that to the benefit that we're continuing to offer. We have hired, as I mentioned earlier, 59 sworn and non-sworn police officers or police employees that have worked on this. We will continue to hire till we reach a full complement of 360. And then next year, we've got in our budget to hire a mental health component, which will hire a couple more officers, as well as take other officers and civilians from other departments that will make up that complement. We did drop DARE, but we do have, I believe, 15 SROs, school resource officers in our high schools, in our junior highs that are partially Chandler employees. We've got grants from the state that also work for in our CUSD, as well as Tempe and Mesa and districts as well. So we certainly have an officer present at junior high and high school levels in each of our schools. And that's a program that I will continue. And then finally, again, the $50 million in PSPRS is a tremendous bonus that we will continue to make sure our offices have full retirement benefit.
Thank you. Rebuttal or next question?
Rebuttal for sure.
Rebuttal, 1 minute.
I'm passionate about this, sorry. I would like to again stress that of those hires, only 3 have been sworn officers, and none of them has even started. But I'd also like to point out that while we do have low crime statistics in certain areas, Other areas of our crimes are increasing. What are called Part 2 crimes, which would be your car getting broken into, or a smaller crime. We're not even reporting those on our statistics at this time. Those are on the rise. We also have to take into account internet crimes and identity theft, sex trafficking, which is on the rise greatly, and internet crimes against children. Having enough officers to have the patrol beat staffed is still not enough to protect our children in our communities. I want Chandler to be a safe community, and that is going to require a focus on hiring sworn officers that can get these things done and are able to protect us. In addition to that, I want to make sure as a city
Your time.
that we're listening to our citizens as they go forward.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Mayor.
Oh, we're good.
Okay.